How can this life be a test of who we really are? How can this life help us to grow if we can't make choices independently? If our choices are dependent, that means they're predetermined by someone else's choice or the happening of some other event. Now, sometimes we link our own agency to someone else or to some other event. We say, I'll be happy when such and such happens. I'll be happy when I get a new significant other in my life, or I'm happy if I can just get a date. But until then, no, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be miserable. Some of us are actually saying that. And it sounds ridiculous, but that's the way some of us are acting. But that never ends. It's like, well, I'll be happy when I get a new job, or I'll be happy when I can get the new house, or I'll be happy when I get a new car, or I'll be happy when we have another baby, or whatever it is. I mean, people with that sort of mindset are linking their agency to something else happening that's outside their control in many cases. And when you do that, you give away your own power, the power that you have with your own agency. But agency is independent. You don't have to wait on somebody else to make a choice in your favor or against you before you make a choice of your own. You can just decide, this is what I'm going to do. Now sometimes we could say, well, if you choose this, then I'm going to choose that. Because if you choose this, then that limits my choices to A, B, and C, of which B is the best choice. But if you do this, then my choices are A, B, C, D, in which case I choose D because D is really a better choice than B. But if you choose this, then I can't choose D, so then the best choice is going to be B. Sometimes we play those games, and that's okay as long as we're making the conscious choice for ourselves. The problem comes when we just inadvertently link our agency to somebody else and you just say, well, I can't choose what I want because the choice someone else made. That's where we run into problems because that's going to limit our thinking. That's going to limit our belief system. It's going to limit our attitude. It's going to limit our assumptions. It's going to restrict ourselves to having a life that's less than what we could have because we're giving away our power. But if you want to enjoy everything in this life that you're capable of enjoying, if you want a full and rich life that's, complete with joy and happiness, regardless of your circumstances, then you really need to accept and embrace this idea of, hey, my agency is independent. And because it's independent, I make choices for myself and I can choose for myself. And I'm going to choose consciously for myself. Get out of the autopilot. Get out of the rut of living out of habit. That's how we're designed to function. I understand this. And you understand it too if you're a long-time listener of the program. But you've got to break out of that habit and start a new habit of breaking habits. Get in the habit of breaking habits. Get in the habit of living outside the mold that you've created for yourself with the habits that you have ingrained in you, and start thinking in new and different ways. Start seeing things afresh. Howdy peeps, I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Join the Journey radio program. And if you did, be sure to click subscribe so you can get more clips in the future. And be sure to check out the Join the Journey radio program broadcast every Wednesday night on the Join the Journey radio network. Find more information at jointhejourneyradio.com.